Have you ever wished, truly wished, to become someone unshakable? Someone who moves through life untouched by criticism, rejection, betrayal, or loss? Have you ever dreamed of the day when you could finally stop carrying that invisible weight? That silent pain that gnaws at you in the background even when you wear a smile on your face? Maybe you're tired of performing strength, tired of trying to convince the world that you are fine, when all you really wanted was to rest, just once. To breathe without the pressure of always being untouchable. But here is a truth most people will never tell you. The more you avoid pain, the more it owns you. The more you try to numb yourself, protect yourself, and hide, the more you become a prisoner of everything that happens around you. Of the words that cut, of the actions that disappoint, of the silences that hollow you out. This is not weakness. This is the human condition. The difference is that some hide it better than others. Carl Jung, one of the greatest explorers of the human psyche, once said, "We are not what happens to us, but what we choose to become, and that is where the key lies." Strength is not found in becoming cold, indifferent, or shielded. Strength is not pretending nothing hurts. Strength comes from bringing into the light what we usually keep buried in the dark. Because true power is not the absence of pain. It is the awareness of who you are even while you are bleeding. If you are still listening, it is not by accident. This message is for you, the one exhausted from always being at an emotional disadvantage, the one who feels as if everyone else holds a power over you that you cannot explain. I want to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way, but to change, you must face truths that will sting, and perhaps for the first time, that sting will set you free. You believe your suffering comes from outside, from harsh words, betrayals, rejections, abandonments. But the brutal truth is this: nothing outside you has the power to wound you unless it strikes an open wound within. What hurts is not the insult itself, but the echo it awakens in you. It is the old story you keep retelling, the childhood scar never healed, the emptiness you cover with pride and performance. This is why two people can live through the same storm and walk out with opposite scars. It is never about what happens. It is about where it lands, and here lies the uncomfortable truth. You still suffer because somewhere inside, you still believe you can control how life treats you. You are still trying to be good enough, strong enough, kind enough, as if effort could guarantee safety. But control is an illusion, and as long as you cling to it, you live in constant tension, scanning for danger, predicting the unpredictable. Do you want to stop suffering? Then stop trying to avoid suffering. What you need is not more control. What you need is awareness. Freedom begins the moment you realize that nothing external has power unless it finds a wound inside you. And this is the battlefield, the unconscious. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Your anger, your sadness, your sudden anxieties. None of this is random. They are signals from forgotten parts of yourself, messages from the unconscious. And yet, what do? You repress. You silence. You distract. You bury it all under routines, substances, scrolling, noise. But the unconscious does not die. It waits. And if you ignore it long enough, it finds dangerous ways to manifest. Toxic relationships you repeat, sabotages you don't understand, fears that invade precisely when things are going well. This is not bad luck. This is your unconscious trying to wake you up. Jung once said, "Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses." And what have you been doing all this time? Condemning yourself, judging yourself, trying to silence your own soul. The more you run, the deeper the tunnels of pain. And yet, here is where transformation begins. Not in running away, but in turning toward the wound. Because ignored pain only multiplies, but faced pain becomes a teacher. Suffering is not a curse. It is an invitation. It is the alarm bell of the soul, the language your deeper self uses to pull you back. Jung described depression as a dark figure entering the room. He said, "Don't push her away. Offer her a seat. Ask her what she has to say. You have spent a lifetime believing pain was an enemy, but pain is a doorway. Growth is painful. Change is painful. Letting go of illusions is painful. And yet on the other side of pain lies clarity. Most people will never take this journey. They build walls, wear masks, carry armor. They declare, 'I don't care anymore.' But inside, they are still bleeding. Becoming untouchable is not about denial. It is not about closing yourself off. It is about integration. The moment you embrace your shadows, your flaws, your weaknesses, the moment you stop hiding them, they lose their power to control you. That is when no external rejection can break you. Because you have already faced the rejection within. No insult can destroy you, because you have already reconciled with the part of you that doubted yourself. This process is what Jung called individuation, the path of becoming whole. Not perfect, not admired, not invincible, but whole. Individuation is the meeting point of your light and your shadow, your conscious and your unconscious. It is not about becoming better. It is about becoming real. And here is the paradox. The more you run from pain, the more fragile you become. But when you face it, truly face it, you gain a core that storms cannot shake. You no longer live on the surface, where every wave can knock you down. You learn to dive deeper, into the silence beneath the chaos. Down there is stillness, strength. This is why true immunity is not hardness. It is clarity. It is not armor. It is awareness. Pain may still arrive, but it no longer owns you. You may still bleed, but you do not break. And that is what it means to become untouchable.